Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's your girl, Shy Rosalind. I'm getting ready to go out my house and run some errands. So, I'm not showing myself today. Usually I do my little notes from the audience on my kitchen table on my workspace, but not today. I just wanted to throw my 2.5 cents in. Um, Miss LeAndria Johnson, I think that's her last name. She has gone off the rails once again. I will let the YouTube theologians discuss that. I am not an expert. I am not a YouTube theologian. I am not a medical, accounting, or legal um, expert. I am just literally a member of the audience looking around on these YouTube streets. So that being said, yeah, Miss Leandria's or Lily, as they like to call her, has gone off the rails once again. So there is a video floating around. Most of y'all have seen it already. If not, you'll be able to find it. Some of the commentators are already jumping because this happened yesterday afternoon. So apparently, there was an event. I think it was a charity event or some kind of fundraiser that had booked LeAndria for this coming weekend. I think it's the 2nd of August, which is Sunday. And apparently LeAndria was double booked and can't attend two things at the same day, of course. And these things happen sometimes. You book a celebrity for an event, and unfortunately, they have a project or they're filming. This happens sometimes with Star Trek conventions and science fiction conventions. Sometimes you have a guest that you're anticipating, and unfortunately, filming schedule shifts. Or they audition for something, they get the part, they have to go do what they got to do, and the person needs to cancel. And it happens from time to time. However, according to the organizer on this video that everyone's talking about, the organizer said that they did not know that LeAndria needed to cancel. No one reached out to the organizer to give her the heads up. The only reason she found out, according to what the young lady said on the video, the only reason she found out that LeAndria was canceling was because she saw a deposit in her bank account. And when she went to see what the deposit was, it was a refund for the plane tickets that they had purchased to fly LeAndria out. And that's when she realized something was wrong, and she called LeAndria's manager or person, whoever's handling her schedule. And according to the video, which I have said it's floating around, y'all can find it. According to the video, the organizer said she called them 2 to 3 days straight trying to find out what was going on. And she finally got a hold of somebody. And they told her, well, sorry, but she can't make it. She was double booked. Now obviously at this point it's too late to try and find somebody else. There was a deposit paid according to the video. They did pay a deposit. Apparently LeAndria offered to rebook for a different day, but I believe this is a yearly event. So to rebook it now, it's pretty much impossible. They had vendors who were coming out to the event. So now this lady is stuck with no headliner. So I hope for the best for this event. I hope they raise a lot of money anyway, even without her, without LeAndria. I hope that it's still a success. It is going to be difficult, but I really hope for the best. I believe, like I said, it sounds like it was a charity event, or some of the proceeds are going to a charity. And I really hope they're able to raise the money that they need to raise. So that's part one of the new controversy. The other part two of the controversy, LeAndria responded because there was another woman in the video apparently helping or advocating for this lady. The organizer and her buddy went off. The lady in red is what they're calling her right now, and she went off. And I can't really repeat what was said because YouTube. But yeah. So Landra responded. She responded at the airport, and she was under the influence yet again at the airport. So here we go again. Two things. One, I am shocked she has not been put on the no-fly list yet. Because I think no, let me take that back. I am surprised she's not on the no-fly list. And she was drunk when she responded to this video. She basically said, I told y'all I needed to reschedule. Apparently, that contradicts what the organizer said. And she went on to say some other things. And y'all can find the video, it's out there. So, what the other part of the video is she was on a flight with Dietrich Haddon. I hope I said his name right. And the two of them were cutting up on the plane. And what surprised me is that the flight attendant came around. I guess they were taking drink orders, and the flight attendant said, "Well, can I get you something?" And LeAndria said, "I need a double shot of tequila." No, dear. No, at that point, no. You don't need any more. You don't need any more anything. So Deirdre kind of went in for the save and said, no, she needs some cranberry juice and seltzer. And they start cutting up on the plane. And I'm just like, man, what would she have done if Dietrich Haddon wasn't with her? Like I said, this lady's gonna end up on the no-fly list because she's gonna cut up at the wrong time in the wrong place. She's already been arrested once or twice for public intoxication, being out on the street. And the airport is next because one of these days she's just gonna be waiting for a flight and she's gonna cut up, and nobody's gonna be there to kind of keep her calm, and she's gonna end up on the no-fly list. And the other thing that now I think I'm predicting here, I could be wrong, but I think what's going to start happening, and again, I leave it to the YouTube theologians on this one, but I think what is finally going to start happening is she's not going to get bookings. Granted, I'm guessing that she probably canceled this event because there was a bigger event and she was getting more money. So when you need, if you're going to cancel the one where your honorarium is going to be less. And that's business. That's business. But after a while, folks are going to be saying, well, if she canceled on this person, she might cancel on us. So no, let's not let's not book her because we don't know what she's going to do. And I think that's going to start happening if it hasn't already. These bigger organizations and bigger events, they're going to keep booking her, and she's probably going to pull herself together for the big events, but the smaller events, she's probably going to end up canceling a lot of small community events. because they're not going to be paying her enough. So I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. At some point, the big events are going to be saying, nah, especially if she ends up on the no-fly list. She ends up on the no-fly list. It would be interesting to see how that works out. But again, just my 2.5 cents. I am not an expert. I'll let the YouTube theologians do their thing. Please check out Miss Cruiser because she was one of the first with the story. So check her out. And also King Jives actually showed most of the videos. So you might want to go to his channel if you actually want to see it. Word on the curb is that some of it was taken down already. I don't know for sure. But yeah. So she's at it again, folks. We'll see what happens. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Oh, likes are free. Sharing is caring. And my Cash App is scrolling below if you are so inclined. So have a good one. I'll catch y'all in the next.